Yeah, it's...
I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Obviously, you've never heard the phrase drug-fueled sex heart attack. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? These sudden changes in climate always mess with my coiffure. Does Aedyr have good fur maintenance products? Do you have a contact for that? Now, imagine that every inch of you is frizzing up. Truly, just a good long brushing through all my fur alone would do wonders. I've got some time before we see Quilici again, at least. It'll give me time to find something to remind him of what he's missing. Oh, of course, darling. He just enjoys the fruits of my labor more often than most, and I'd hate to disappoint. Quilici and I got used to the stairs early on. Thankfully, at least in Fjord, those stopped eventually. After 30 years, it's hard to still be surprised by us just drinking at the Magpie. Oh, she was still young. Quilici offered to help her study for and prepare her thesis as a favor to her parents. She was over day and night for months, and, well, now she's family. We adore her. All things considered, it's hard to complain about my life in Fjord. You're too sweet. As much as I enjoy our little chats, dearie, we should really get going. Oh, but if you do end up finding any liniments, be sure to help a girl out. Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akida, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the living lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it. You sound certain. Well, that would align with my own findings. But how could you know that? Does that happen a lot? Well, give it time. The living lands, and frankly you, my dear, are strange and unknowable. But dubious metaphysics notwithstanding, you corroborate my theory. The Godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Aedyr. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua. Ah, yes, let me sum up. Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible. Ah, that one might stay in your dreams, darling. There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theism seriously. I have my reasons, and it is fascinating, isn't it? Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How can I help, darling? Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Aedyr, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the living lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it. Well, that's a bit harder to explain. The Godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatal or, well, Aedyr. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua. Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream. There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the Godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the Godless really took their anti-theism seriously. Don't patronize me, darling. I know where you sleep. Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How can I help, darling? Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young? How do you think I got this scar on my shoulder? I could have sworn I told you this before.
That old chestnut gets more interesting every time she tells it.
No matter. To make a short story shorter, I decided to teach myself magic as a child and started with fire magic. I maimed my arm and nearly turned my home into ash. I wish that was the last time my home burned before my eyes, but your countrymen made a mess of that. Anyway, my parents were able to stop me before the home was completely lost. Small comfort to my parents, of course. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire, just flames crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls. I don't know. I can never move around and explore, just stand there in silent vigil. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something. When you put it like that, it almost sounds boring. Maybe you just need to experience it yourself. But a low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur. I could always use more. It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, envoy. don't let it inflate your ego too much. I suppose we should try and get some rest now. I'll have some tea ready for when we awaken later. There's my favorite Aedyr. Always a pleasure, envoy. Kai, darling.
Ma'am?
Did you move my bedroom?
Yeah. Found your new spot.
Why did you do that?
You mentioned the ground was rough on your back. I noticed a soft patch.
Oh, I didn't know I was camping with such a gentleman. Thank you, darling. But next time, warn a girl, will you?
You got it. No surprises.
Marius, I've been wondering about something.
What's that?
How do we keep finding Zorbs on every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Oh, that's simple. Zarbs probably stow away on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Eora was once a single landmass, and the Zorb tribes drifted apart over the years? Could that be possible?
Well, that's a theory. You might need to look into it some more before telling it to anyone else, of course.
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
Maybe you're right. But I like my theory.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. A name given to the land, not asked for. You see why the parasites are loathed? The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Efforts paid in blood. They lie to the earth, to themselves. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. the spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Quite a change from Emerald Stair, isn't it?
Singing sand, we feel the essence seep from the ruins. The cooling east wind, candor, that is why we speak to you. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. What began as a sapling grows, the branches spread. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Aedyr share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? The tide recedes from one land, it washes the shores of another. Do its waves sing to you? Spring turned to winter. A soul torn from its rightful home. This we understand. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? Four arms build together, a fence made stronger, peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
This one's mine.
Check your right.
Another win. But who's counting?
Cures, tonics, and poultices for sale. It'll probably cure what ails you.
Another down. Ready, aim.
I'm not used to quiet.
Comfortable. When you're ready, we can get down to business. Hajime and the Tiranui will never find us up here. Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. Oh, I'm fine. It was just a little giant spider. It barely came up to my chest. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. Oh, damn. I thought we got them all. Sorry about that. I'm sure I'll be fine. Really, it sounds like you worry too much. No, it wasn't that hard. I mean, we put up so many signs so that folks wouldn't get lost. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Daiko. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course. I'm fine. Just a little woozy. It'll pass.
Aiko, did you forget the pitch again?
No, of course not. Our lovely customer just loved it so much, she wants to hear it again. Our wares are locally sourced and only harvested from those who have been humanely put down.
He means we find dream thralls who are already dead.
Only because we're too scared to kill them ourselves.
My friends, our client must be bored by such details.
Aiko, out of all the schemes you've cooked up, this is by far the dumbest.
Oh, of course. When you say it that way, it makes perfect sense.
Just inhale the substance sharply through your nose and it's perfectly safe. Probably. Shortly after, you should see visions beyond your wildest dreams.
Sea blossoms, fields of stars. What does he know of how we dream?
Now, about payment. Really? Huh. Where did I put your payment then? Well, the customer is always right, so here, hopefully this will cover it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
That spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon, didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kukae, you did several times.
Several times? Now I'll have to find someone else to let me guys some bodies to find. Ugh, it'll take forever. Well, shit.
What do we do now?
Well, maybe if we're quick, the animancers and viewer can fix them right up. Put them to work setting up their new farms.
I didn't know Aiko was interested in farming.
All right, Aiko was the one with the sense of humor.
He was so young. I only hope it was peaceful. Didn't sound peaceful from here, though.
Wait! Oh, I can't take it. We must try the drugs. Sure, Daiko might know, but what if it's an aphrodisiac?
A breeze. The mind perceives with unclouded eyes and sees the truth.
You've already got a god in your head. No drugs are going to top that anyway.
Who needs fabric? We still have stuff.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Wait, was it an elf and their two strange friends?
You sound like you've heard this before.
Oh, they're very well known to me. Thanks for letting me know, Envoy. What did you even get from them? Sure, whatever you say. I wish this was the dumbest thing these two have done. Because they are. How else am I supposed to talk about them?
Barrett's balls. Is everyone in Thirdborn related?
Didn't you know? The twins are my brothers. Though I guess I can see the confusion. I do take more after my mother. I'll have to have a talk with them, especially now that Aiko and his friends won't be allowed back in town. I worry for all the children of Aedyr if the concept of families confuses you. Just because I'm not their natural brother doesn't mean I'm not their brother, unfortunately. I suppose it was only a matter of time before his stupidity caught up with him. Well, seems like I have to thank you for letting me know. I'll just add it to my to-do list. I should check in on Daiko, too. I hope he's not crying. I never know what to do when folks cry. Here, we hand these out to the kids from time to time. Makes them feel good about helping. I'll take the drugs from here. So again, thank you so very much for helping the community. Have a nice day.
Welcome back. How can I help? You did what? Wait, you're telling me that not only did you lose my merchandise, but my twin is dead? How could this day get any worse? How did my brother die? Oh gods, it's that bad? Thank you for your help, I guess. I've got to go plan funeral rites for Aiko. Please go away. Oh, and take this. It's the least I could do. Welcome back. How can I help? Next time you need supplies, don't forget your friend Daiko.
Keep quiet.
ready for more.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Gods, I hope it's no one I know. I mean, how do you know this? Oh, perilous plants and where to pick them. Everyone loves that one. Laguna was looking for some light reading, and, well, that's what we had on hand. Beggars can't be choosers. You know how it goes. I'm sorry to press you on this, but how do you know it was him? I mean, plenty of folks have checked that one out. It could have been anyone. I appreciate your can-do attitude, Envoy. Gods know we need someone with a little enthusiasm for the law around here. But what you're bringing me is circumstantial. Done. Was there anything else? Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Which one? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
It's my friend of the Emperor. You got a spring in your step. Is there something you want to tell me? Well, I have an idea. You'll have been to Thirdborn by now. Anyone who comes here goes there. And knowing my old captain, he'd have said hello. And last I saw him, he said something about wanting a reunion drink, so, you know. It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet? Well, you know how it is. Captain says one thing, maybe we say another. Maybe we had a deal go sideways. Maybe it was politics. Maybe the deal was also kind of politics. See, old Captain likes an empire. Loves all the pomp and circumstance. Wronga, though. Nothing gets her madder than people thinking anyone could be born to wear a crown.
Well, nothing divides like politics, I suppose.
Doubt you'll be making it back with her either. She's convinced the captain's trying to kill her. I can't say I understand why. Our last deal went south, but that wasn't anybody's fault. Sometimes things fall off the back of a boat. Doesn't mean somebody pushed.
Oh, there's drama to be found here. We'll have to ask the others.
Shit happens at sea, you know. Anyway, it'll be good to see the others again. Even if it ends up being the last time. I wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else.
Tell him to show his appreciation by buying us around. I could use it.
That's done. Child.
You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about?
Right behind you.
You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about?
Breaks.
Come on now!
On your right!
Friend in your beliefs!
You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about? You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about? You figure this is the homestead Nagunu told us about?
Disturbs us.
Unseen,
Invaders in the garden.
Look out!
Quarry in the brush! Swarm! Devour!
not to sweep you.